Hi everybody, welcome back to Sunshine Soap and Candle Company. Today I'm going to be sharing with you how to make a big bulk batch of liquid dish detergent from scratch. This formula is a powerful degreaser and cleanser, and it's comprised of plant-based surfactants and also essential oils. It's also easy on the hands. Over time, making a formula like this is easier on the environment and also is going to save you money in the long run, and you won't be dealing with big bulk plastic containers or surfactants that aren't really biodegradable or environmentally friendly. In this video today, I'm going to be sharing with you my step-by-step process and visual tutorial of how to put together this unique dishwashing detergent. And if you would like the full recipe with percentages and amounts so you can scale up or down as you like, plus a full written step-by-step detailed tutorial, please head on over to my Patreon campaign. You'll be able to access this recipe at the $7 level. It's considered February's bonus recipe. I hope you'll go and check it out. I'll place the link to my Patreon campaign in the description box below for you. If you haven't had a chance to check out my campaign yet, I really hope that you'll make 2024 your year to do that. There's so much to take advantage of if you're interested in formulas like this, and also making your own body washes, skincare products, candles, soaps, hair care products. There's a ton of information over there that you can access just at the $5 level. There are several different tiers for you to take a look at and take advantage of, each with their own unique benefits. We offer things like live monthly hangouts, live quarterly classes, monthly gift packages, and everyone gets coupon codes to my favorite suppliers upon sign up, making your sign up really well worth it. Again, I really hope you'll take a look and take advantage of it this year. The link is in the description box. It's a great way to connect with me and other makers. All right, let's get started. So this is a really easy formula to put together. There are only two phases and then a thickening phase if you want to thicken up the detergent. So everything is going to go in the same container, and I'm making a big batch today so that I have some in storage for when I run out of my own, which I'm almost run out of now. So we're going to go ahead and start off by weighing the distilled water for this formula. And now that this distilled water container is empty, this is probably where I'll store my formula once it's done. The next thing we're going to do is start to weigh off the surfactants for this formula. So we're using a hefty load of surfactants because we really want this to be a powerful degreaser and cleanser, since we are talking about washing dishes. So the first surfactant we're going to be weighing off is some cocamidopropyl betaine. This is a gentle plant-based surfactant derived from coconuts. It's biodegradable and it has a really good foam and lather. So we're going to start off by using this one, and this is going to be gentle on your hands as well. This is acting as the primary surfactant in this formula. The second surfactant we're going to be adding into this formula is lauramidopropyl betaine. Now this one might be a little bit harder to come by. I got this from makeyourown.buzz. It's very similar to cocamidopropyl betaine in this formula, and in fact, if you couldn't come by the lauramidopropyl betaine, you could just add more of the cocamidopropyl betaine in its place, and you won't be going over any usage rates or anything like that. It's totally safe. The only reason why I'm using this one is it does enhance the foam and lather, and also it has some emollient properties that I feel the cocamidopropyl betaine does not. And that's going to be easier on your hands if you're washing a lot of dishes. So we're going to go ahead and weigh off the lauramidopropyl betaine. Okay. And then to this, we're going to add some coco glucoside. By the way, lauramidopropyl betaine, coco betaine, and coco glucoside are all biodegradable surfactants. So if that's something that's important to you, making your own from scratch is the way to go, because you can really tailor the surfactants to make them environmentally friendly if you like. And so we're doing coco glucoside. Okay. I'm going to give this a bit of a stir just to make sure my water and surfactants are combining. Make sure you go slow here, because if you stir too fast, you can agitate bubbles and lather, and we don't really want that right now. So we're just going to go ahead and slowly get the surfactants and water combined. And then if you find you're getting some bubbles and foam in there, you can just take a little bit of rubbing alcohol and spritz it, and it should take care of the bubbles. There you go. The last surfactant we're going to be adding to this formula is some polysorbate 80. Now you could totally leave this out if you wanted to keep it a little bit more of a natural formula. However, I'm adding it for a couple reasons. It is a surfactant, so it is going to add some cleansing properties to the formula, but it also is an emulsifier. So what that means is it's going to help to grab on to the oils that may be floating in the water, and it's going to emulsify them so that when you drain your sink, or if you're washing your dishes, and you rinse off your dishes, it's going to help to bind the oils and waters together, and then it will rinse cleanly down your drain. Again, you don't have to use this, but I think it's a nice addition to this formula. So we're going to go ahead and add in our polysorbate 80. And I'm going to give this a stir to make sure that gets combined also with everything else before we add in the next two ingredients. You just want to make sure this gets combined. So you want to stir in the polysorbate until you don't see any more floating bits in the water, and I'll try and see if I can show you what that looks like right now. So if you can see what that looks like, you can see some floating bits of polysorbate. So you want to make sure and just get that totally solubilized and mixed in before adding anything else. All right, once that polysorbate 80 is most of the way dissolved or all the way dissolved, you can proceed. It will continue to dissolve as you go along as well and break up in the formula, and you will have a completely homogeneous formula when you're all done. So the next ingredient we're going to be adding in is some white vinegar. Now we're using vinegar for a couple reasons. It's a good disinfectant, and it also has some powerful cleansing properties. So that's why we're using it. And the final pH of this product will be right around a 7 when all is said and done. So we're going to go ahead and add in some white vinegar. It also helps with streaking on glassware. You get a nice clean streak-free finish. And then the last thing from phase A that we're going to be adding in is some glycerin. We're adding glycerin for its ability to keep the foam and bubbles longer lasting. It'll also help with drawing moisture to your skin. There isn't a whole lot of glycerin in here because, again, this is a dish soap, but this is going to help with foaming and boosting the lather, along with bringing some moisturizing properties so your hands don't completely dry out. Okay. Then we're going to go ahead and give this a stir to combine those ingredients. Okay, now it's time to move on to the phase B ingredients, which just includes some essential oils, a little bit of colorant, and some preservative. So the first essential oil we're going to be adding in is some rosemary. Not only does rosemary smell really, really good, it also is a powerful disinfectant, and it's just really good for these type of cleansing formulas. And now we're also going to be adding in some lemon essential oil. This is also going to help with the cleansing properties, and it just smells really bright and fresh. And it's a good degreaser as well. I may not have enough. I may need to substitute a little bit of a different essential oil in here as well. We're just going to go ahead and stir the essential oils in here to combine. I did use a little bit of bergamot. The essential oil combinations are really endless. You can come up with so many different types of essential oil blends for this formula. This will go clear. Right now it's just clouding up because of the essential oils and the surfactants. When they very first combine, you will notice that it goes a little bit cloudy. This will clear up. So this smells really bright, like rosemary, lemon, and lime. And then the next thing we're going to do is go ahead and add some preservative. The preservative I'm using today is Liquid Germall Plus. This comes from Wholesale Supplies Plus, and we're using this one today because of the water-based ingredients that are in here. And this does work well in a wide range of pHs. So we're going to go ahead and add in our Liquid Germall Plus. Give this a stir to combine. And that is it for the phase A and B ingredients. The last thing that we need to do is just add a thickener to this formula, and then it will be all done. Before we add a thickener though, I think I'm going to go ahead and add some color to this. Now the bergamot did give it a little bit of a green tint, but I'm going to try to make this a little bit more green. So I have a combination of blue and yellow de balm colorants. This comes from Nature's Garden. Of course you can, I'm just going to start off with 2 drops of each. You can leave this totally dye free if you want. You don't have to use any color at all. So I'm just mixing in a couple drops each of blue and yellow. We're going to go for a bright kind of green color. There we go. This will continue to clear up as this formula sits. And then the last thing we're going to do is add some thickener. Now, you guys know I love glucose D, and it works really, really well in this formula as well. I used to get my glucose D from Making Cosmetics. You can also get this from Lotion Crafter under the brand name surfthix, D-O-E. Surfthix, D-O-E, you can get from Lotion Crafter. It's the same ingredients as the glucose D, and it works exactly the same way. All right, we're going to go ahead and add in the surfthix. Now, this product is easier to combine when it's warmed up. If it's cold, it tends to clump up in the formula, and that makes it really hard to combine. So you can put this in a hot water bath for 5-10 minutes if you like, and just warm it up. It makes a big difference in these sort of cold process formulas here. So I'm going to go ahead and just pour in a little bit. This is an as desired. You use as much product as you need to get this thickened up, and you stir between each addition. It's really hard to go back if you've added too much thickener. I haven't really found a really great effective way to thin it back out if you get it too thick. So just go slow with each addition. Make sure you're stirring in between each one. All right, we've gotten the formula just as thick as I want it, and it looks like this now. It's got the perfect viscosity for a dishwashing detergent. So this formula is not totally clear at the moment, but as the bubbles settle out of it, this will go completely clear. And let's go ahead and give you a little bit of a use demo on a batch that I made a while back. All right, here is a little bit left of a previous batch that I've made. As you can see, it does go crystal clear. So we're going to go ahead and fill up the sink so I can show you how this foams and lathers. And there you go. As you can see, it fills up the sink very nicely. This is not the best pump to use because the tip is so skinny here. I really don't have that much detergent in here, but it looks like it because I had to keep pumping out the soap. So just to show you also how this works. Just gonna give it a nice lather in my sponge. And you get a ton of good degreasing, cleansing power. It works really well. Just to show you, this is a real dirty plate here. Go ahead and just wash that off. This one's kind of hard to tell. This is an old plate my daughter made me when she was in preschool. Super cute, right? A little family portrait. Let me see if I can find a different dish here. Here's a good one. This one's got stuff in it. There you go, nice and clean. And that's it, everybody. That's how you make a liquid dish soap from scratch. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please remember to give it a thumbs up. Leave me some questions and comments below. That really means a lot to me. Share this video with a friend and subscribe to my channel. All right, everybody, catch you on the next video. Bye.